Alright guys, so we are back at it. Still having the same issue. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep replacing parts one by one until the issue is fixed. So it kind of seems like, you know, there's a couple of different things that throw the symptom that it's doing. You know, the last time I had the DISA out, the intake manifold runner control, the seals didn't look very good on it. So I got a new DISA. We're going to replace that now. And then I keep getting a low voltage still on the MAF, even though I cleaned it. So it tells me there's either something wrong with the, you know, with the wiring extension that I installed from VF, or it's the mass airflow sensor. So the sensors are pretty cheap, so I've got another one of those coming tomorrow. So today we're going to do the DISA, tomorrow the MAF, and then I'll run this tonight and I'll see if the DISA did anything. So as a reminder, DISA is right here. The new one is right here. Alright, so these gaskets will wear out, and then the flap won't be able to seal, and then also it will wear out around where it comes into the intake manifold. So we're just gonna replace the whole thing. So out with the old. So unfortunately, we need to take the charge pipe off here, going to the intake. I hate that, but want to do it here, see if I can pull this back without taking it off there, but probably not. Okay, so this is definitely the original BMW. It's well, it's an OEM part anyway, but so that's the old one. This is the new one. I was able to just pull the intake pipe out of the way to get it out. I'm just going to clean up the area there around where it seals to the manifold. Yeah, this thing is running really rich at low RPMs. I mean, when I took that out, you can smell the unburned gas. Well, obviously it's, yeah, anyway. So we'll get this bad boy in there. That's a snug fit compared to that old one. Oh. Put you down. So good old aftermarket parts. If they don't make them to the exact spec, you have problems. So this one seemed a little bit longer. So it seems like it's bottoming out in the intake. The old one, you couldn't see that at all. So I've got her tightened down. I just don't know if it'll seal. So everything's back together. I'm gonna fire her up, see what happens. Okay, so one way to test for leaks, obviously, is to spray, you know, starter fluid or brake clean around the suspected spot. So that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully there's no issue. Say we're good. Stuff's goes fast in the can, so I'm not gonna do any more than that. I don't think it did anything. Well, I'll drive it tonight, see what happens, and then got the mass airflow sensor coming tomorrow, so we'll see. Check back in with you guys. All right, so the car is running super bad. Basically, when I pull up to any stop sign or intersection, it wants to, or it does stall. And the mass airflow sensor engine light is coming on really fast now. So I got my new mass airflow sensor right here. Now this 2.5 being supercharged, the MAF is down here behind the headlight, so I'm just gonna pop these bolts out here, pull the headlight out, and then get that MAF done, because this is the intake to the supercharger right here, which I'm not in love with. I'm really thinking about putting the mass airflow sensor up here with a short filter, but that would be another day. So I'm gonna pop these 8 mils off real fast and swap this out. All right, got the headlight popped out, and then here is the filter and the mass airflow sensor. So I'm gonna pop it off and swap it out. All right, the new one is on, all plugged in. I did double check the wiring where I did the splice to add the extension. All that looks good, so start her up and see what happens, and make sure it's running, or make sure the MAF is working. Get everything, make sure everything's cleared out here. It's got a pending code, but that's it. Okay. So, I mean, it's a little bit higher idle right now because of startup. We'll see where it's at once it kicks down. Before I was running just under 3. Okay. So it's reading the same, but I was getting, you know, the old one was working. I was just getting a low voltage error. That was the engine light. And when I first put the system in, I never got that, and it was fine. So thinking maybe that MAF was just on the fritz, starting to go, and then it just really started to go. I mean, it's running, but whether or not it fixes the problem, I'll let you guys know. All right, so the MAF replacement, as soon as I replaced it and started it, the code went away on its own. So that was definitely, the MAF was definitely going bad, but it did not fix the stalling issue. So next step is I am going to test the resistor on the yellow line of my MAF extension. So I'm going to test each end, and I can't remember the specific ohms. I reached out to my contact, and I wanted to say it's 10 ohms, but I will find out from them for sure, and then I'm going to test this thing and see where we're at. Yeah, so my guess might have been off, obviously. Well, I don't know. So this is what we're getting. We're getting 0.44. So I'm not sure if that's correct or not. I'm gonna wait to hear back. But I'm gonna check the resistor too. I mean, I think it's heat shrinked, but if I wiggle it around, see if I get any resistance change, maybe one of the solders. Somebody reached out to me, said they had this same issue, or it seemed like the same issue, but the solder came off of the resistor, so it caused an issue. So I'm gonna check that, see what happens. So quite frankly, I am done with this video. I checked and confirmed with VF Engineering that 440 ohms is what that resistor is supposed to be. I jumped the resistor, tried that. It's running super rich, which makes sense there. I have gone over this engine and I cannot find a vacuum leak. which that typically wouldn't make sense anyway, because you'd think that would lean towards a lean condition, and definitely not a rich condition at idle. It's weird. You know, it starts up, it runs an open loop, and it's fine until you're driving down the road, and then you let off the gas, and then it just runs super rich for whatever reason. I don't know. So yeah, I've got everything tore apart, and I mean the crankcase ventilation system is underneath the manifold. I don't know. I guess that would be my next plan of attack, is to remove the whole intake manifold, and yeah, this just really sucks. But all right, so I am super stoked the issue is finally fixed. If I've learned anything about BMWs, it's aftermarket parts. If you replace something, it really doesn't like anything other than genuine BMW parts. I think I've said that a couple of times, but this is another scenario. You know, I've replaced the IAC, and the IAC was aftermarket. I don't know. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. Why not? I've done everything else. So I pulled the new IAC off. I took the old one. I sprayed a bunch of brake clean through it. Put it on, and it's fixed. It's done. So I guess a good ending to the video, because now that that's done, I can get a couple of things done on this and post it for sale. Get ready for that, guys. Later.